So, priests. They're pretty swag, am I right? But for real though, priests can be pretty cool dudes sometimes, you know? Every Sunday, they bring you into their church where they talk about God and Jesus and Mary and Joseph and Joe Mama and all other stuff like that. Look, I haven't been to Sunday Mass in like ages, so I don't really know what they talk about, to be honest, so I'm just going by what they show on TV and film. Now, what do you think priests do in their spare time? You think they sit around and watch Christian shows like VeggieTales and Dorbies all day? Or do they spend their times hopping on Discord and playing on Christian Minecraft servers with other fellow priests in their area? Well, lucky for you, there's a TV series on Channel 4 that shows the life of priests and the crack they get up to while they're not doing their mass and other religious stuff. And that series is called Father Ted. Father Ted was created by Graham Linehan and Arthur Matthews, who are comedy writers. They came up with the idea of Father Ted way back in 1991. Originally, it was planned as a mockumentary type series called Irish Lives, with 6 episodes. Each episode would focus on a different character living somewhere in Ireland. They scripted an episode centered on a priest named Father Ted Crilly, who would visit his friends in Maynooth College. Then the producer, Jeffrey Perkins, stepped in and suggested that the episode's concept can be rewritten as a sitcom about Father Ted. After a few rewrites and some changes, they pitched the series to Hackett Productions and Channel 4, and it was picked up to air in 1995. Father Ted is about 3 priests who live on an island west of Ireland named Craggy Island. There's Father Ted himself, who is a nice but flawed man. There's Father Dougal Maguire, a nice but fucking stupid man. And Father Jack Hackett, a hideous creature and a raging alcoholic. They were sent to Craggy Island by Bishop Brennan because they were crap priests, and they all have terrible secrets that they did in the past. They also live with their housemaid named Mrs. Doyle, who is mainly known for her obsession with tea. Now, the show first aired on Channel 4 on the 21st of April 1995, and when it first aired, it received critical acclaim from both audiences and critics for its acting, comedy, and writing. It went on for 3 seasons with a total of 24 episodes, and even had a Christmas special, which is actually how I was introduced to the show. I was watching Artsy on Christmas Eve, and the Christmas special aired, and I was like, damn, this show pretty funny, am I right? Now, I want to explain why the show is considered to be the best in Ireland, and why people love it so much. First of all, the writing and its humor. This show is honestly one of the funniest shows out there. Like, I'd say it's my top 5 at least. The way the characters react and bounce off each other is honestly hilarious. Some of the jokes have left me dying of laughter. It is so funny.
Father Hackett's got very fond of that brick. It's a great old pet for him. He doesn't have to feed it, or clean it, or take it to the vet. Suits him down to the ground.
I love my brick!
Ah, that's nice. Maybe we're seeing another side to Father Jack, a more caring, considerate...
Ah, faggot! Fed up with brick!
Don't do it, Father. I won't let you do it. I know it hurts, but believe me, you're gonna thank me for that.
Quick! It's Bishop Jordan! I think he's dead! There! Oh, Lord!
Yeah. That's a dustbin, Mrs. Doyle.
There! Oh, Lord!
Same as yourself. Good, good. I hear you're a racist now, Father. What?
The writers Linehan and Matthews did such a fantastic job writing the show. They honestly deserve a crown for their writing. It is so good. Even some of the physical jokes are amazing, like this one with Ted and Brennan.
What happened there?
Crilly just jumped through the window.
It's so random and out of nowhere, yet so funny that Ted would do this right out of nowhere. It's so funny. And yes, there are some jokes in the show that are a bit outdated by today's standards. And when I say a bit outdated, I mean very outdated.
Oh,
Chinese, if you please. Go, go, go.
Come on, Dougal, lighten up.
Yeah, but this was 1995 and they probably didn't know better, you know. Another great aspect of the show are the characters. All the characters in Father Ted are so funny and memorable. Let's go over the main characters first. First, there's Ted Crilly, played by Dermot Morgan, who tries to be a good man and a good priest, but he can kind of be a bit of a dick sometimes and let his ego take the better of him. Then there's Dougal McGuire, played by Audrey Lohana, who is a nice person per se, but is also a complete dumbass who has no clue what's going on half the time. Then there's Father Jack Hackett, played by Frank Kelly, who is a complete fucking insane creature and is also the best character in the show, who's mainly known for his obsession with drink. Father Jack was meant to represent the bad side of the church, according to Linehan, priests who didn't really care about God and was just kind of dicks, but he's still a fantastic and hilarious character. And finally, there's Mrs. Doyle, played by Polly McLynn. She's an obsessive housemaid who has some hilarious moments and is known for obsession with tea. All the actors in the show are amazing, especially Dermot Morgan, who did a fantastic job playing Ted. And all the other characters as well, like Bishop Brennan, the married couple, and so many other characters who live on Craggy Island are so memorable and hilarious. Another fantastic aspect of the show is the location. Like I said, the show takes place on a fictional island called Craggy Island. Craggy Island is supposed to be this absolute shithole, a place where you would not want to stay. The main characters hate the island and see it as an absolute hellhole.
What? Priests? Don't tell me I'm still on that feckin' island!
The place looks and feels like a location where you wouldn't want to spend more than a day at. The people on the island and just how empty and barren it feels makes you feel like an absolute shithole. Even the house the main characters stay in looks old and decaying. They did a great job of the location, making it look like an absolute shithole, which is what they were trying to do, make it look like a terrible place. Also, a little trivia about Father Ted is that there was an American spin-off plan for the show. It was announced back in 2003 and was going to be written by Spike Ferguson. Steve Martin was going to play Ted, and Graham Norton was going to play Dougal. It would have taken place on a fictional island off coast of New York, but plans for the remake fell through, probably because it was a terrible idea and would have been absolutely awful. Also, Melissa McCarthy was apparently going to play Mrs. Doyle, so let's just be thankful that they didn't do that. Now, for the final bit of this video, I'm going to let Lorcan the Hedgehog take over and let him talk about the series ending. Take it away, Lorcan.
So given how popular Father Ted is in the UK and Ireland, you think the show would have lasted for a good amount of seasons. Well, we only got 3 seasons, with the final episode being released called Going to America. The episode's plot is after saving a priest from killing himself, Ted is offered to be a parish in Los Angeles. However, Dougal, Mrs. Doyle, and Jack think they're all coming with Ted, so he has to find a way to break the news to them. It has the usual Father Ted style of humor and writing like the other episodes, but it's the ending that I gotta mention. In fact, 2 endings. The ending we got is when Ted is about to leave to America, only to discover that Los Angeles has a huge gang culture and leaves. He soon returns to the others and tells them the truth. They all head back home with a quick montage of the other episodes until going back to the house where Ted and Dougal say goodnight to each other, ending the show. However, this wasn't the original ending. What it was going to end is that we would go back to the conference at the beginning of the episode with the same priest trying to kill himself again. This time, instead of saving him, Ted would have joined him. While unknown if this would end with Ted killing himself or not, the crew were concerned about this not working. They were right, as just the day after the filming ended, Dermot Morgan, who plays Ted, passed away after suffering a heart attack at the age of 45. It's a weird thing to discover after years of watching the series for so long and have it become such a huge impact on Irish entertainment to this very day. Well, here's to you, Dermot and Frank. I want to thank St. Crin for having me here and showing that I'm Irish and not American.
Thanks, Lorcan. Now in conclusion, Father Ted is an absolutely amazing show. Everything from the writing, comedy, acting and humor is just fantastic. I would highly suggest checking out this show if you can. It's not on Netflix, but I'm pretty sure you can find this somewhere. There are clips of it on YouTube, so you know, you should definitely check them out. Anyway, yeah, hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out Lorcan Hedgehog, he's pretty swag. And yeah, that is it. Hope you all have a swag one, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.